Good morning, guys. Good morning. We got some pretty big news, a pretty big update for Dawn of War 4. We got some gameplay here that we can watch together and dissect. I'm pretty freaking excited because this is Necrons versus the Adeptus Mechanicus. Holy moly, dude. Yeah, I am opening this battle report up now, dude. We got it on the screen now. Let's dissect this together, guys. Let's dive into this like right away. I still got my coffee, so this is the perfect time to drink it. Good morning, Oval. Good morning, Inquisitor. Infinite and Divine sequel announced. Oh shit. Hey Kimber, welcome. Let's dive into it. Oh yeah.
Next up is the Adeptus Mechanicus versus Necrons, two highly advanced factions with radically different battlefield philosophies.
This matchup leads heavily into map control and technology. The Adeptus Mechanicus excel at fortifying positions, building powerful bases, and churning out armored firepower, while the Necrons are relentless, durable, and capable of turning slow pressure into overwhelming force.
Nice. Okay, yep.
Okay,
two very different
welcome back
playstyles.
to a new multiplayer match of Dawn of War 4. This time I'm playing the AdMech.
And I am playing the Necrons.
And AdMech,
Nice and
very
slow,
different
boys.
from Space Marines that I played before. Have a lot more units, much quicker. So, you know, I can.
Yeah,
expand
Drajan, this
a
is
little
Dawn of
bit
War
more
4.
aggressive. And also what I want to do is, with the Datasmith, these guys, that are the builder units basically.
I love how the
want to
freaking
build
buildings
up
come
a
together, dude. It's so
loose
fucking
network.
cool.
So basically, whenever I build a building, I try to make sure that the next building is...
You're not going to be looking
you
at
know,
it. You're going to be
within the
busy
network,
microing your
because
units,
what
but
it
still.
does is it makes the network stronger, and a stronger network means, you know, buildings produce for cheaper, or, you know, turrets fight harder, you know, stuff like that. And so, yeah, one of the big things I want to
Is this kind of like Protoss pylons?
do is build this new sphere network.
Indeed, indeed. And as for the Necrons, is this funky looking effect that you can see
Oh, it's like Zerg. Or Undead from Warcraft 3.
on the terrain here. It is spread, as you can see, by every or almost every Necron structure. So Necrons don't need power or requisition or all those other things that the vermin species require in order to host their armies. We have only one resource, and it's called Dominion.
What? They're doing Dominion! They're doing Dominion from Mechanicus 2!
Which is earned by spreading this power matrix. The further out we spread it, the more we earn of it. The power matrix also grants additional bonuses to our units on it. So they gain improved HP generation, they regain members faster. All Necrons basically automatically heal slowly over time. And we can speed that up as long as they are on the matrix. So that gives us a big advantage in combat. So the further we can
Bro, Necrons are playing a completely different game.
spread out, we do hit a maximum at some point for our Dominion, but with this, it can still benefit us greatly throughout a match.
Right, and I assume these 3 points here will probably be very contested. So what I'm trying to do now is basically spread the network to the points, because this helps me in two different ways. First of all,
Guys, this is like a classic Protoss or Zerg matchup.
my network grows, which is good, but also then when I build turrets there, all the turrets become much more powerful.
Indeed, I already saw that you are trying to take this point on, so I've sent some scarabs out to fight your rangers.
Yeah, Scarab's very annoying. They are pretty fast, can fly, and not super easy to kill, and so they are the best like harassment unit in the game, I would say. And of course, as always, you know, he managed to get the Necrons into melee combat with my range units, and my rangers are much stronger than Scarabs in range, of course, but if he managed to basically bind me into melee, you know, then I struggle because I can't use my best weapons.
One thing you may have noticed is that the Necron units are generally quite powerful, but not particularly mobile. And the main way that they get around this is through teleportation or translocation technology. The main way that they do that is through the use of canoptic spiders that they can build through the canoptic foundry, which creates tomb pylons. These can be placed anywhere on the map, and as soon as they are placed, you can put units in the reserve, placing them into the tomb citadel, and then deploy them from that reserve to any tomb pylon on the map.
And as you can see here, my Newsphere network is growing and growing, unlocking all sorts of research, because, you know, AdMech have a lot of stuff they can optimize and unlock, you know? And this means that all my Skitarii units, for example, now have better weapons and they can get more models into the unit and stuff like that. So, you know, this is important to keep in mind, basically, to make sure all your units have the best stuff available.
Okay, so I've managed to teleport a whole bunch of warriors relatively close to the front line, so we're going to make use of that as soon as we've got this Convergence of Dominion set up, essentially, which is a relatively cheap structure that allows us to quickly spread the power matrix. Doesn't have a lot of other functionality.
Yeah, we got a lot of
but
units on the Necron side. Let's fucking attack something, man.
that is its core functionality, and that will help us with this coming fight, as you can see here.
Right, and I let my commander, Sekix23, I ordered him to lead these units,
There's a Skitarii Marshal right there. He's the commander.
and then I can give him a couple of nice upgrades that basically make him and the unit a lot stronger.
Alright, so I anticipate that this fight is going to be a little bit tougher, so I'm going to go ahead and build some resurrection galleries in order to support any fallen units. When you lose units, you can have those be selected within a resurrection gallery, which
Ooh,
restores
Sicarian
that
Rustalkers
unit
charging
over
in.
time when it falls in battle.
Very fast.
Completely for free. So building plenty of resurrection galleries will really help to bolster your forces if you're losing a battle. Losing more of the selected units while one is already being resurrected speeds up that resurrection, so that really gives you that effect of a non-stop oncoming tidal wave of whatever units you want to choose to resurrect. But you have to choose wisely. You can only pick one at a time. So there we go. And we've got one right here, right now. So we're going to go ahead and set this other resurrection gallery for warriors as well. And we're going to start churning
He should
these
send some
out.
scarabs in, to be honest.
Newsphere
Get those
network is
range
now
units
at
engaged so they can
level
get picked
8,
apart.
which is already really good, which means that I can now produce units a lot cheaper, and also turrets and so on are more powerful. So I can now really build a lot of units for relatively little resources.
Okay, and while you're putting that all together and you're fighting, I'm just going to build more resurrection galleries. Try and keep those warriors coming out.
I put all my units on auto reinforce, which means that all the units are being, you know, healed automatically, but it's also, you know, a really big drain on my resources.
And we're going to go ahead and do something a little bit sneaky, and hopefully we can catch Yun off guard if we do so.
It's actually not easy for him to do something sneaky and surprising, because what you can see here, these greenish blobs, they are the auger vision. So this is basically a way for AdMech players to see into the fog of war. It's a kind of heat map, you know, and you can see where enemy units are on the mini-map and also in-game. And this makes it very hard to surprise attack AdMech units, because you always get this little...
The warriors do a lot of damage, though.
That's true, but with this amount of warriors here that I've got going on, I don't
They
think
do
I
a
need
lot of
too
damage.
much surprise. There we go. Okay,
he's
now
nuking
a
him.
real
There you go,
fight's
yep.
breaking out. We're throwing out the stratagems here. All right, and I've thrown a gravity pulse on you to hopefully soften up your army here. It's done quite a lot of damage to my warriors, but fortunately, they are already well on their way to return. So we're actually going to go ahead and put another one down here. So yes, Augur Vision is indeed, for the Adeptus Mechanicus, is very effective for predicting troop movement. But with the ability to teleport, it might give me the upper hand I need, because there is, I
I feel like the Necron player needs to get their lord out. They need to get their commander out.
believe, like a very slight delay to Augur Vision, like when it gets updated. And so if you start seeing a big blotch of red coming around the corner, then it might already be too late for you.
Yeah, that's true.
There we go. In the meantime, while we're dealing with this encounter here, we're gonna just further expand the power matrix, build a couple more sentry pylons. Ah, well now I think I may have you pinned here. Now we're coming from both ends. We're gonna see how quickly that's gonna go down. There we go. Okay, we're gonna throw down a solar pulse stratagem. That is
He's pushing 'em.
Omnox
He's just spamming
unique
warriors too.
stratagem here, which should reduce the defenses of all enemy units on the field, and will also negate
It's like
any
you're watching a creep faction fight a turtle faction. This is actually pretty interesting.
cover. Of course, Necrons, you know, don't require cover. Why? If you have no fear of death, then why should you ever use something like that? We're just gonna march forward, and we're gonna try and like push forward as far as we can. We're gonna see how long, whether Jan can deal with that or not. Let's find out.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is definitely now something I want to hold. So I put some auto reinforcements in here, just to make sure I don't lose the most important units.
I'm gonna very gently start teching up here and trying to get some more effective units, because I'm starting to see here that you can now out-damage and out-fell my warriors faster than I can regenerate them. So that means I'm going to have to move on to some slightly more effective tactics from here on out.
I think I retreat. Don't want to lose my commander. This is a lot of Necrons.
Yeah, I've this is a pretty strong tactic that I've found that Necrons can work with, but we'll see if it's enough to repel your attacks here. Ooh, there we go. Okay, we're gonna throw a gravity pulse stratagem over here, soften up your forces.
Let's get out of the way. I have some resource problems here because, as you can see,
The AdMech player here is actually very good at micro.
here I have relatively high
He's actually
upkeep,
moving out of stuff.
because my army is so big, and also when you control a lot of points, then each additional points you control gives you a little bit less resources, and both of that combined. Oh, and I forgot to build generators here. All of that combined meant did not have as much resources as I wanted to have, but now I have my stratagem back. So that is...
Dude, that AdMech stratagem, those like radium missiles do a ton of freaking damage.
helpful.
And it's quick.
And also, I mean, his...
Dude, he wiped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He wiped like 9 or 10 warriors with one stratagem.
Warriors are pretty good against a lot of things, but not against tanks, right? So these guys can hopefully keep them away for a while.
Looks like I was able to repel the brunt of your force, but looks like it's going to take a little bit more. So I'm going to send in some wraiths here, using hyper phasing to get through obstacles and the like, and make sure that I don't get bogged down by melee, so I can just hit your units straight on.
Yeah, my
That was stupid. He sent them in when his entire army was wiped.
production is running well. Everything is relatively cheap now that my user network is big enough. But actually, let me make it even bigger, because even bigger means even cheaper units.
There we go. Okay, I've got one of the Necron endgame units out, which is the Monolith. So we're gonna teleport this bad boy straight over here,
Oh, the
Come and
monolith
deal
is an
with your
actual unit.
forces.
Okay.
and we're gonna start deploying units from it, from reserve, same as we do with the tomb pylons. There we go. And then we're just gonna move forward until we hit your headquarters. Get our Lich Guards out. Oh my goodness. They were just taken out by that Scorpius Disintegrator. We're gonna have to take care of that. There we go.
His monolith needs support.
Ooh, that was a little bit too close. Probably shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, bro,
That's a
that
mistake on my
was
part.
silly.
Oh, you got quite a few of these.
Dude, his monolith got wrecked. Where is his lord?
Oh,
what?
no.
What am I missing here?
Yeah, that's the nice thing with the AdMech. The AdMech really strong production capabilities. And so, especially when you come close to my base, you know, then
Dawn of War 4 is coming out in September.
better bring the goods.
Okay, well, I guess if you come for the king, you best not miss, so I'm gonna give that another shot, but not to worry. In the meantime, while you've been dealing with that, I've been restoring my legion of warriors.
Yeah, but now actually I come into your territory looking for convergence of Dominion. So if I destroy enough of those, he will have resource problems on his own.
That's
So-
very true. The Dominion that, or the domain that a Necron can set up can be very, very strong, but it is relatively fragile internally. Like, if you don't have enough defenses from the center on, it can be quite vulnerable.
Yeah, also let's see what we can deploy here. Maybe some sort of surprise.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Ah, no.
Oh, this is gonna be a night.
This is going to be a problem.
Yeah. Well, it's basically
I think it's
GG.
going to be fun.
It's basically GG, dude.
Oh, and all your nice resurrection galleries. Because obviously the
Dude.
resurrection galleries here, each one resurrects one type of enemy, and so if I destroy all 3 of them, then 3 types of enemies won't come back anymore, which makes it a lot easier for me.
Okay, time to take care of this.
Time to take
We're gonna
care
have
of
to get
this.
rid of that
But
knight.
what?
Fortunately, I've already got another monolith out. We're just going to teleport it as fast as we can. This is not looking great for me, but
Hold
I still have
on.
not looking great. Already got another monolith out. We're just going to teleport it as fast as we can.
Brother, is that a Catan in his freaking, like, unit list? Like, in the bottom right corner of his production? And is that a Lord in the upper left corner of his production? Like a Necron Lord? Why did he never get the Lord out?
This is not looking great for me, but I still have a few cards up my sleeve, and we almost
Do
have
you?
that knight down.
Yeah?
What I'll do is I'll see if I can... There we go. Get a few Canoptic Doomstalkers out to try and tackle it. Long range armor piercing should do the trick.
Oh no, my knight! If only I had another one.
Ah, no, not for real. We're going to go ahead and get a whole bunch generated. Oh, it's just a little too late for teleporting that out.
It's GG.
Ah, well, I unfortunately seem to have been hoisted by my own petard, having not enough defense here. I very aggressively spread the power matrix, but I didn't have any other internal defenses here, so... Oh, this is going to be a problem. I'll just put one down
The internal
now.
defenses were not
Yeah,
the
Necrons actually
problem.
have pretty good turrets.
We'll talk about it
and
when
the
he's done.
smaller ones, they can
When he's
actually
done getting his
teleport,
ass kicked.
which makes them especially nasty because basically you can, you know, push them wherever you want them to go with your front, you know, so that's... Oh, there it is. This
Oh.
is what I was looking for.
Yeah, now I'm in danger. Well, it was a significant back and forth, Jan, but it looks like this is going to be a pretty decisive victory for you. Well played.
Yeah.
As it should be, the AdMech won.
With the
So
ability-
during this, when the Necrons actually had like the unit advantage when they first started skirmishing,
vision, like when it gets updated.
what he should have been doing
Then it
is
might
he
already
should have
be
been
too late.
pushing for the 2 power nodes on the that you currently see in the northern position of the map and the southern position of the map. But he didn't. He didn't push for him. He only attacked 1 choke point, which it seems like AdMech is built
for
to
you.
just
that's
defend choke points because it's all about basically
There we go.
maintaining
In
their
the
network,
meantime,
right?
while we're
So his
dealing with
network
this
was focused
encounter here,
on
we're
that
gonna just further
one
expand the
particular
power
spot in the
matrix,
middle,
build a
but
couple
the
more
Necron player just
sentry
kept
pylons.
throwing stuff at it and just kept getting destroyed.
Well, now I think I may have
And-
a hint here.
This game lasted for about 15 minutes. He never brought his lord out. The AdMech player had his commander out. Dude, like 5 minutes in? Was it literally 5 minutes in? Yeah, 5 minutes in. Oh my gosh. What is going on? Dude, the power node, you see right now, 5 minutes in, the power node in the northern spot for the AdMech player has no network extended to it. It's just out there on its own. That should have been back capped at some point. It's... I don't get it. I don't get it. Like, what? The battle reports are very cool. It's cool at showing off the potential and the different mechanics and everything. It's cool that, you know, Necrons are this creep faction and AdMech are this like bunker, almost like not Tower Rush, but I kind of want to say Tower Rush faction. But dude, like they gotta show some like skillful gameplay as well. They gotta show some like actual, like this is an RTS, man. It's a real-time strategy game. We need to see some strategy. We need to see some strategy out of these players. But it just seems like such a... It seems so showcasey. I don't know. Like, this wouldn't happen in an actual game, unless we were talking, like, Bronze League or something, you know? Frozen, I might do Havoc later. I'm not really looking into doing anything too try-hard today, though, just farming. Hey, Shopman, we're not necessarily complaining. I'm glad that they dropped this. This is the new gameplay between the Adeptus Mechanicus and the Necrons. Very, very cool. Very awesome. Loved it. But this, the guy who's playing as the Xenos factions, he played as the Orcs first, and then as the Necrons in this one. Either they're just showcasing the superiority of the Imperium factions, or they, or he's legitimately, like, bad at the game. Oh, boy. Yeah, I suppose, Gufflord, I suppose. You're right, Chunkman. I might be expecting too much from the devs. It just seems to me like if you are making these units and everything, like they literally in the showcase talked about how the scarabs are really good for like backcapping and stuff, and for like getting out in the game early and like swarming the ranged units of AdMech and everything. They literally discussed that in the video. But then he never does it. He only does it for the first like 2 minutes of the game. And it's like, what the heck? What the heck? What are we doing? Hey, good morning, Joe. Lionel, if you've never gotten into it, I don't know if I'd recommend getting into it now. If you're interested in it, definitely. But what we've seen with the playstyles, also I'm here to test something, guys. I'm here to test this. Okay, this is still proccing. No, it's not proccing. Oh. Was this changed? No, that's still proccing. Okay. Someone had told me that when you're spec'd into the talents on the right here, New Spheric Command was not counting elite kills. But no, it's still proccing. It's still proccing everything, so we're still good. We're still good. Interesting. But yeah, for Dawn of War, it depends on if you're an RTS player. If you are an RTS player, then, oh yeah, I definitely recommend getting Dawn of War 4. Or Dawn of War 4, freaking Dawn of War Definitive Edition. If you wanna play a classic RTS, that's actually like really good, like low-key, really freaking good, and has actually still been receiving balance updates to this day, Yeah, check it out. If you're a Warhammer fan, yeah, check it out for sure. But if you're looking at Dawn of War Definitive Edition and Dawn of War 4, and you're like, I'm gonna get into RTS because of Dawn of War 4, wait till Dawn of War 4, because that's gonna be the more modern RTS. The 4 playstyles that they've shown us are already this very good, diverse range of playstyles that are gonna be really awesome to experiment with. Oh yeah, I have like a Lionel, I have like a annual like return to Total Warhammer 3. It's kind of about time that I do a campaign, to be honest. I haven't done one in a while. Okay, so we're gonna be doing some Skitaring today. I want to look at this. So I love me my Medicaid service skull, but when I take it, I'm missing out on like 20% damage. And we want to do more damage. I think I'm gonna get rid of capacitor reclamation loop. Get residual current buffer. And we're either gonna get channeled motive force or we're gonna get weakness analysis doctrine. Yeah, because we have very good toughness recovery. Yeah, I think I'd like this 10% increased damage. It's really between weakness analysis doctrine and channel motive force. I think that weakness analysis doctrine is going to have more uptime because we are constantly going to be hitting burning enemies, like almost always. Pretty much any of these, right? Like anyone brings dots to the table nowadays. So this kind of setup gives us tons of leeway because we have tons of toughness damage reduction, we have tons of toughness recovery, and then we have good capacitance regeneration so that we can do our arc bombs more, great ammo economy. The only thing that we don't have is we can't really get down and dirty with just our combat blade. We have to use our full kit, of course. Transonic Voltaic Havoc 40 build possible. It is possible, Gar. It is possible. Hey, Rip the Jacker, welcome. Welcome, welcome. I think most people who do Transonic... I guess it depends on what your supporting weapon is, right? It depends on what your supporting weapon is. Yeah, I'm doing good, Jack. I'm doing good. Another day, you know, another day. Go ahead and get our audio on. We just watched the Dawn of War 4 gameplay that dropped, and that was pretty freaking sick. That was pretty awesome. We're just gonna quick play it and just help people. What is your opinion on the Arc Maul? Arc Maul good. Arc Maul good. It's really hard to say when it's really hard to say that certain weapons on the Skitarii are bad when, like, the class itself, the kit is good. The class's kit is really freaking good. And it takes these weapons and it brings them all to the next level. It elevates all of them. Like, if you wanted to go into Flensing, Flensing just makes all the Skitarii weapons really freaking good. So when you apply Flensing to, like, the fucking plasma gun or the phosphor blast pistol and you give it that much more damage and crit, like, yeah, dude, it's gonna be freaking good. Oh, dude, Preston, I mean, the phosphor blast pistol is really freaking good. That should be obvious. Oh, there you go, Matthias. I hope that the stream is relaxing or boring enough for you, I guess. still have this? So. This is very gunner heavy. We're gonna have a good time here with the new Spheric Command. Very shooter heavy too. Where's the sniper? You see how, so I'm marking these with new Spheric Command. A lot of it is not counting for my kills there. It's kind of interesting. Do this. Just kind of clear the screen. We're arcing everything, basically. This person went down? Probably from the snipers. You know what we're missing? There's no music right now. It's... We need to clear some of these... Well, definitely need to clear the shooters. I assure you we're doing a lot right now, guys. It may not seem like it, but we are. I assure you, I assure you. Where's that? Okay, let's go. Oh, that person just immediately left. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna slowly build up capacitance here. We need to not mark anything for 2 seconds. That's a bot. And everything's just cleared. The screen is wiped. Congratulations, we did it. We used the arc rifle and voltaic emitter. We did the thing. Okay, and we move on. It's not my servo skull, it's our servo skull. This is the stream servo skull now. No, this has been a weird little bug ever since they released the hotfix, where sometimes your kills will not count with the servo skull, which actually affects your stacks as well. What the... One of the reasons why this build is strong is because you get stacks from the servo skull kills, so... The reason why we spammed there is because vanguards are really annoying. That's really it. Apparently we're in the middle of a ford, but I ain't feeling it. I was wondering if what was going to happen there. Down 4 tomorrow? You're crazy. The show. It's not tomorrow. I wish. Oh. Not really concerned. with constantly attacking. We just need to get one crit every 4 seconds approximately. And then we're good. I think Demon Host is... Oh, hello. We're gonna wipe this group of Crushers real quick. Crushers wiped. We don't want to get cornered, even if it's with the team, mostly because this is not like a Havoc team, and I don't really trust my team to hold their ground and actually perform. Sounds messed up, but it is true. Okay.
Extermination is too kind of fate.
Don't necessarily need to use Voltaic Emitter at 3 charges every time. You definitely want to, but sometimes there are other priorities. Like using Nuclear Command. Where's the sniper? It killed it, but it didn't show in the kill feed. We're gonna use this. Go ahead and just wipe the screen real quick. Mostly because I don't know if there's going to be more Horde. Let the auto reload do its thing. Yeah, well, I don't know why our service skull is not counting for kills. It's really weird.
Stay together. We're stronger as a team.
Maybe, Gar. Maybe. But I feel like that should count for your burn, though. It's really weird. Ooh, Packmaster right here? Ugh. We just want to get capacitors right now. Also, we don't really want to fight here. That's bad. Mark. Where is that? I want to get rid of the ping. I wasn't trying to be an asshole. I was trying to mark the dog with my servo skull. Should be good on ammo.
It is destroyed. Ranger has met unfunction.
Ooh, whoa. Whoops. Did not mean to potentially loot that.
Trapper identified. It is dead.
Where's the bomber? There it is.
Data interrogation rate acceptable.
Medicae servitor sighted.
Okay. I should be able to see every point from up here.
Beauty is dropped. They're taking to cover.
Trapper! Kill the sniper!
Perfect strike!
Crossbuster!
Justice served! That's the way!
This way!
Systems free. Update resuming. As you were.
I actually did that intentionally. I was trying to steal the kill after the push so that I can get stacks. Give me my stacks.
Enemy!
Yes. Sniper is dead. Guard. Sniper identified.
Never easy. I blame you, varlets.
Be slain. Beauty identified.
Have successfully reconnected. Now maintain connection. Iterative phase nearing completion.
Basically done with this room, gonna heal up and then get going.
With the leg!
Box burst unmarked for death.
Grenade, concentration stem.
Undertaking voltaic discharge.
Enemy sighted!
Good nade. Really good nade. Nice.
Shot sector! Minority 5! Reaching!
Ranger the gunner! Not so noisy now!
Ranger marked.
Apply the damage increase on that. So it's absolutely decimated.
Medicae disbursement station. Ranger is felled.
Better stacks from the Ragers. Thank you for the increased damage.
Ranger killed.
Down!
Get this.
Ranger destroyed.
Can come in handy later.
Destruction. Gunner identified.
Dude, new Sphere Command is ridiculous. It's so dumb. Alright, let's go. What kind of 40k strategy game do I prefer? RTS. Technically, Total Warhammer 40k is RTS, but I'm gonna put it this way, man. They're releasing Total Warhammer 40k for the console. How in-depth do you think these battles are really gonna get? The overworld will be cool. The map is gonna be cool, right? The campaigns are gonna be awesome. There's no doubt about that. And the scope and depth of content is gonna be crazy. But when it comes to the actual battles, Dawn of War 4 is gonna be the better game, the better RTS. I'll take one of these. I don't think I'll need it. But they both have their own place in my personal catalog, in my personal book. Because like I'm just gonna be, if I feel like, you know, doing a campaign to conquer the galaxy, so to speak, then Total Warhammer 40k is gonna be the game that I play. If I'm looking to scratch a gameplay itch, then Dawn of War 4 is gonna be the game that I go to. You know? It's kind of like Space Marine 2 and Darktide for me, where I like both games. I really like both games. But they're there to fulfill different gameplay niches for me. Dude, is that a sniper rifle? Oh, it's a gunner. He's just missing every shot. Where did Bellini die? Let's get this.
Skyfire is non-functional.
You're making progress, but your support team needs a landing beacon.
I think it will be Chunkman. But I think that's okay. I think it's okay. I think that they can make it work. Halo Wars made RTS work with controller. If they could do it, then Total Warhammer can as well. Especially considering Total Warhammer is slower, so they could definitely do it.
Precision. We commence.
Yeah, Mechanicus is my forgotten child for sure, Inquisitor. I'm not the biggest fan of turn-based strategy. I never have been. Turn-based to me is something that I do on my phone. Like it's not something that I play on my PC. I have to stop pumping for 1 second so that we can do this. We're waiting for the Plogren or Gyaspon to spawn. We'll see whenever they come out. We're basically immortal to shooters in hard difficulty because we have so much toughness regeneration per second. I think we're at like 15% toughness regen per second, which is insane. That they just cannot do anything to me. All the shooters are dead. There he is. the dog. I want the dog. I want the snipers. Give me. I want the trapper.
Let the support team handle it from here. Cliff, you come through. Means I win the bet.
This way! They think that cover must save them.
Unmake that sniper. Sniper.
Won't be a problem now. Front flame up.
You're making me look bad,
I love how the Hive Scum calls the Skitarii Chitterer. I like how he uses the literal freaking slur. Oh, Dark Tide, never change, never change. Jack asking, do you think Fat Shark would ever do a Green Tide? Nah, man. Nah, it's not
This
happening.
way!
It's not happening.
Here! Catch this!
I don't think it's gonna happen. GG. What a fair and balanced class, you know? What a fair and balanced way to play the game. Yeah, Orcs would be amazing in a Fat Shark game. I think the closest we're gonna get is they'll probably re-add them in like Space Marine 3, Orcs or something. Especially because Armageddon is a huge push in 11th edition. I could totally see it. Because yeah, I think the last time we saw Orcs in like a third-person game was Space Marine. Like we haven't seen Orcs portrayed in another first-person game. Well, Warhammer Online, I guess. Warhammer Online: Age of Reckoning. Arc Rifle is just so insane. Hey, Carlos, how you doing? I'm doing awesome. I am doing awesome. I'm feeling good. After that Dawn of War 4 gameplay this morning, that was really, really cool to see. Really cool to watch. Lights Out, Monster Specialists. Let's do this regular Lights Out. I still need these for the penance. How many do I need? Is it on this one? This one? Here it is. Oh, I need one more. Dude, this could be my last game of Lights Out that I ever purposely go out of my way to play. Holy crap. Yeah, Denzark, this is my Havoc 40 build. Except I typically will sacrifice a little bit of damage for Medicaid Service School. But we don't take Medicaid Service School here, because we're trying to pump. We're trying to fucking pump, bro! I need that 20% damage to increase my arc damage and clear the screen faster. So, that's kind of what I think Washed Up Zir is. I think they're going to try to do like a Helldivers 2 type thing for Space Marine 3, and then try to update Space Marine 2 and Space Marine 3 simultaneously. And one of the reasons why I think that is because Space Marine 2 is going to run into this problem where we have all these cosmetics in the game, and they're not going to want to just port them over to Space Marine 3 because their entire money-making model revolves around these cosmetics. Lionel, I think we are going to be playing as Titus in Space Marine 3. I think it's going to happen, mostly because I think it's going to wrap up his story. I wouldn't be surprised if Titus got involved in Armageddon somehow, you know. If Space Marine 3 is going to revolve around Armageddon, which I don't think it will.
Gonna be doing me down there.
Total Warhammer 40k is doing Armageddon, actually. They revealed that at Warhammer Skulls. Man, I can't see shit, bro. I can't see shit. Go, Surface Skull, go. Do your job. Oh, we got another arc rifler? Another arc rifle Chad and Troyer? Is Necrons confirmed? Not for Space Marine 2, but probably for Space Marine 3. I could see them doing it. I don't think they'll throw their Tyranid assets away. I think they're going to do Tyranids as well. Because why wouldn't you? You know, they've rigged them up. They've got them all prepared. I don't know if you guys have fought the new Chaos Terminus enemy. But the new Chaos Terminus enemy is a sorcerer. An exalted sorcerer in Terminator armor. And it is insane. The animations are crazy. They're top notch. And I can see them porting a lot of that over to like a Black Legion faction probably, so that they can reach into every Chaos faction, all the Chaos gods. Hell, they already have Chaos Spawn. Chaos Spawn are about as mono or as polygod as it gets, because Chaos Spawn are not unique to any one god. Yeah, I feel like there's no point in using Voltaic Emitter here because we've already cleared the Horde. No reason to. Oh, there we go. New Horde. I'm attacking darkness. Something's dying over there. Bruh. Do we have Arbitrator? We do. Okay. Gosh, I love slamming my body into Ragers, dude. I love it. Especially the shirtless ones. Bunch of hunks. One thing I've been seeing online is people have been moving too fast for new players to loot Plasteel and Diamantine. So I've been trying to do my due diligence and loot Plasteel and Diamantine for the team. There's a dog somewhere though. Do you know somewhere? Oh, it's literally right here. It's literally right in front of everyone. Nice. Good job, guys. We really just want to put bleed on it. Yeah. Where's that? Bro, there we go. Got a bit of corruption there. It should be fine. Wow, Medicaid Service Goal. Wow. I'm gonna inject myself this. I'm gonna pick up this med stem. I'm gonna inject the person who doesn't get any healing from that. Gonna do them a little bit of a favor here. There you go. Get your healing. Get your healing. Okay, it's E something confusing name. You get the Medicaid. You get it. There you go. You're welcome. Yeah, this is my last power supply interruption mission that I have to do. Joey Italian style. It's the last one. And I never have to do this ever again. I've been doing more Poxcast recently as well. Kind of interesting because of how, if you're speedrunning Poxcast, dude, it's not bad. It's honestly not bad. Especially if it's not high intensity, high stig, whatever. Like, you just speedrun it, pick up the healing wherever you find it, and you're good to go. Even this, like, where's the intensity at, you know?
Rager is dead.
Stop charging Raiders.
Let it sleep.
Oh, again, huh? Interesting. It's the ARB who's doing it. Well, you can stay away from me because I don't want to take any corruption. You stay over there. Can we reach that over there? Damn, that fucking sucks. Oh, look, a med crate.
We have noted this and will continue to monitor the situation.
Yeah, Poxcast on Arbitrator is super easy. Oh, the combat stone. Medicaid Service School MVP. Oh, there's something I want to do after this, guys. It's something that I just remembered. We need to do the survey. I still haven't done the survey, dude. We'll do the survey after this. Very important that we do. It doesn't really bother me, Herbert. It doesn't really bother me at all. I don't find it as annoying as other people. A lot of people tell me they're surprised that I still use the classic UI. Even though I've been playing this game for so freaking long. Yeah, there's a new survey, Jack. It's inside the actual client when you open the game. I'll show you after this. 'Cause yeah, I think it's important to do. I think it's really, really, really important that the community does these surveys. Because Fat Shark is going to, they're going to rebalance the game however they're going to rebalance the game. They're going to add the content that they're going to add. Nothing that we say or do is going to change that. We might be able to nudge them a little bit. But those surveys, though, when they're asking you, like, hey, do you want us to tone this down? Do you want us to retune this? Do you want us to add this to the game? What is the content priority for the game right now? You better tell them. You better tell them, because that's how they're going to align whatever their development priorities are, right? Whatever you tell them to add, they're going to add. If you want new levels, you better put that on the survey. If you want new maps, new story. If that's your priority for the game, then you better make them know that. Let it be known.
Sniper is dead.
I saw something in the darkness. Maybe I'm tripping.
Target that box out.
Maybe I'm tripping. Oh, I'm about to get dogged here.
Hound is dead.
Eh.
Do not disrupt the flow of data again.
I mean, Mida TTV, that's fine. That's okay. They get plenty of hardcore player feedback from their playtesters,
Data
like Reginald and all them. They're already getting the hardcore player feedback, literally like every day.
Outguided.
Something magical is happening here. There it is.
Function upon that hound. Hound function delivered.
elevator access denied. Only J.
President, are you saying you want them to increase the level cap for characters? I would not want that at all.
Tally pleases.
In Dark Tide, the player characters are very powerful, guys. Like, if you know how to use the tools that are at your disposal, or the talent points that are at your disposal, etc., etc., content like Havoc 40 with the very, very experienced players is not difficult. The game becomes a spreadsheet game where you are able to do more damage to all the enemies on the screen than they're able to produce. And that's not good for the game. It's not good for the game. Because there are already people who have problems running the game on their machines. A lot of them being console players. And so people aren't necessarily barred or gate kept out of Havoc because they're bad. Their machines just can't handle Havoc 40. Because there's too much shit on the screen. We'll go over it though whenever I go through the survey here.
Severe threats detected. A flashbang.
Where's the fucking boss? There it is. Just absolutely freaking decimated, dude. Absolutely freaking dumpster it. This is supposed to be like an AoE clear build. Nah. We're just a damage build. We kill everything. Everything.
We do what we are created to do. Cease that gunner's function.
That's what happens when all your damage increases on the tree are flat damage increases and not like increase melee damage, increase range damage. Is your dots do insane damage, and then you pop a freaking rending stim and just absolutely dumpster bosses. You don't need Cord Claw. Shoot him. Shoot him. Shoot him. Burning capacitance, but the skull's not doing anything. Skull's afraid of the dark. Oh, a demon host. Interesting, interesting. Who woke it up? Oh, it's the arbitrator. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and take this this Medicaid station before it gets wasted. Okay, and then let's go. Let's go. Guys, if I stuck my finger into a pencil sharpener and it gave me an owie, I'd be like, wow, that hurt. I'm not gonna do that again. I'm gonna avoid sticking my finger into pencil sharpeners. Not a good time. Not a good time. I don't think I'd go back and do it again, you know? Like I never go, man. It's a really good day to get up and stick my fingers into some pencil sharpeners. Let's fucking go, dude. Let's go. Oh, here we go again. No, no. Sometimes you gotta stick your fingers into 3 pencil sharpeners. Sometimes you just gotta do it to yourself. I assume this is behind. Let's go.
Medicaid disbursement station.
Okay, you were right behind me. That's funny. Oh no, it's Gojo. I did. I completely forgot. I was in the middle of a crash out, okay? What if I stick something else into the pencil sharpener? We got bigger problems. We got a hospital visit on our hands. Let's get over here and do our job. Give me this toughness regen. I want this. If you guys want to know what the absolute most meta, like, comp for Havoc 40 is right now, it's literally 1 veteran and 3 point-blank barrage Ogrins. 3 Rumbler Ogrins. The 1 veteran will make sure that they never run out of ammo. And point-blank barrage only has a 1-minute cooldown now. It basically has 100% uptime because of how Ogrin ability cooldown works. And so you can get it down to like 20 second cooldown. And point-blank barrage refunds 50% of the ammo that you use. And it will even feed you more ammo based on lucky bullet procs. Even in Havoc 40, it keeps the screen completely clear of enemies. It's crazy. And the veteran gives everyone gold toughness to boot. Gold toughness and smokes, so ranged enemies can't really fight back. You know what? You could even replace one of the Ogrins with, like, a Fat Mangus or a Skitari, so that you don't have to deal with, the twins. Because the Fat Mangus or Skitari will dominate them. What the? Bye, Trapper. Bye. Press button, press button. I love this part, especially in dark missions like this. Whoa! It's all green. Like you're in a nightclub. Super cool. No, Mida, that's exactly what it is. Point Blank Barrage is crazy now.
Win the bet.
Point Blank Barrage is freaking crazy now, bro. It's... They overbuffed it for some reason. I don't know what they were thinking. Maybe it's in preparation of other changes, but yeah, it's crazy now. Throw the dubs up. Get out of the lobby. Okay, survey time. Survey time. Also, guys, thank you so much for all of the follows on the Twitch side and the subs on the YouTube side. We're streaming on both platforms, so if you prefer viewing on one platform over the other, then feel free to swap over. But thank you very much for all of that. Okay, survey time. Here it is. How much do you enjoy Darktide today? I give it a solid 8. And the reason why is because there are a lot of bugs that need fixing, in addition to the extra game modes in the game that need a little bit of tender care. But for the most part, I'm very content with the gameplay loop and the amount of content that we've received so far. There was a time where I did not like playing Darktide. I logged in reluctantly because it was a Warhammer 40k game, and it was the only Warhammer 40k game where I could roleplay and play as like a character. But now I genuinely enjoy logging into the game. I want more maps, obviously. I want more content, but I know it's coming. What is your favorite aspect of Darktide today? So we've got 3 selections here. We can select up to 3, and the options here are missions, classes, character customization, narrative, team play, enemies, combat, music, progression systems, and social features. Social features should not be anybody's favorite. Process of elimination, that should just be out. Progression systems have come a long way from where Darktide was when we initially launched. I don't think anybody likes the progression systems. They're better, but I don't think anyone really likes them. The music is very good, but I only have 3 things to choose here. So I'm not going to select music, because I know no matter what, Jesper Kid is going to keep doing what he's doing. He's a genius. He's an artist. Combat. Obviously, this has to be the number 1. This is probably the number 1 reason why we're all playing this, aside from the fact that this is a 40k game. Now then, it gets really difficult because we only have 2 more things to select. Enemies, missions, classes, character customization, narrative, team play. The character customization is nice. The stuff they did for the Skitarii is really freaking big. And when it comes to the classes themselves, everyone knows that new classes drive engagement in horde shooters. Also super important. But I feel like we're at a point in Darktide now where, especially if they're already working on another class, whenever we have 4 base game classes and 4 DLC classes, that is a variety of playstyles that we have access to. We don't need more playstyles. We want more ways to experiment with the playstyles that we got. We want more weapons. We want more maps. We want more enemies to fight. We don't necessarily need more classes. So, I feel like missions have to be a priority here, and enemies have to be a priority. These are my favorite aspects of Darktide, and I want Fat Shark to know that. And the narrative. Ooh, that's another one. This is really important. The narrative is more important than you guys think, because this is what keeps a lot of casual players engaged. And honestly, quite frankly, it keeps me engaged. There's been no meaningful narrative in like a year and a half. The team play is really good, but that kind of fits into combat. I'm just going to put, because I know anytime they introduce new enemies and missions, we get more narrative. So I'm going to put combat, enemies, and missions. Those are fundamentally the things that make Darktide great today. Yeah, the Wolver cutscene was really epic, Jack. And what we need as well. It's what we need right now. What difficulty do you enjoy playing at the most? So it's not asking what difficulty I play the most, because the difficulty that I play the most is Auric. What difficulty do I enjoy playing the most? I actually really like Havoc 30. I think that Havoc 30 is a good challenge. Whenever you're playing with competent players, anything could happen. Anything above Havoc 30, you start running into, like, you either have to be very try-hard, or you need to use meta builds to trivialize a lot of the BS that the game is throwing at you. I'm still not a fan of how Havoc nerfs player power by nerfing your toughness, nerfing your HP, and further increasing, artificially increasing, the difficulty of enemies. I'd rather deal with mechanics like with mutators than deal with, oh, enemies just have, 2,000 more HP, deal with it. So I think actually Havoc, talking that out, I think Havoc is my preferred. How interesting do you find the Skitarii class? 10, love it. Where did you first learn of Skitarii in Warhammer 40,000 Darktide? Newsletter, social media, patch notes, in-game, Fat Shark Forum, Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Twitch, or other? I flew over to Sweden, met up with my uncle, Victor Magnusson, and while we were on his yacht, he was like, hey, Jeff, we're adding a new class to Darktide, right? It's the Engine Seer. And I was like, oh, Victor, that's a really, really bad idea. You should make it the Skitarii instead. And then he stroked his chin, stroked his beard, and he said, yeah, sure, we'll do that. And then it got added to the game, so. How interesting is the Expeditions game mode to you? I think it's very interesting. I think there's a lot of potential here. I want them to spend more time in making it better. I would like them to turn it into more of a Chaos Wastes type game mode. Or if they don't want to put that level of effort in, then they should watch my most recent video where I break down how they can make some very subtle changes that would make the game mode much more interesting to engage with. What do you think about the enemy variety? I think there's too little enemy variety. And the reason why I think there's too little enemy variety is because when we talk about the scope of these various games, the way that we engage with the scabs and the dregs is very direct. Usually, the main problems that you have to solve involve basically doing damage as fast as you possibly can. You're never really put on the back foot, specifically when you're playing at the highest level. As you're leveling up through the game, or while you're playing with people who aren't playing optimally, people who are new, etc., etc., you do have to do quite a lot. You have to react to the game constantly. Pockbursters, they force you to play the game in a certain way. Demon hosts, they force you to play the game in a certain way. Trappers, dogs, mutants, you have to interact with them in a certain way. Bombers get you to move out of certain areas. Flamers make you move in a certain pattern. So the way that the enemies involve you in the combat system is very good, but I think we need different styles of enemies. Adding something like a new faction, Genestealer Cults, would add a new style to the game. Maybe a much faster style. Maybe for your Nurgle Cultists, it's a little slower pace, but for the Genestealers, it's much faster. Maybe certain Genestealer enemies, they latch onto the ceiling of a level, and you have to look up instead of looking directly in front of you or behind you. You've got to pay attention to what's above you. Maybe there are burrower type enemies, and so you have to look at the floor, and you have to be cognizant of what's under you. Different ways to shake up the game that I don't think you can accomplish with Nurgle affiliated cultists or Renegade Guard. What do you think about the amount of enemies in a mission? Too few enemies, good amount of enemies, or too many enemies? For this, I think that there are too many enemies, mostly because when it comes to people's machines, whether they're playing on console or lower end PCs, a big barrier to entry in Higher Havoc is that there are too many enemies on the screen. It basically causes machines to crash. It causes memory leaks. It causes all these different issues that people have no power over. They have no control of. You also notice this in Mortis Trials. Whenever enemies are spawning in, your frames actually drop, even if you're using a higher end machine. It's kind of intense. I would like to see a rebalancing of enemies to be more akin to Vermintide 2's Cataclysm difficulty, or even certain modded difficulties, where there are fewer enemies on the screen, but the game balances them in a way where they just have more HP. Running into a Storm Vermin patrol in Vermintide 2, or running into a Crusher patrol, or not Crushers, my apologies, Chaos Warrior patrol in Vermintide 2, that's something that's going to stop your group temporarily. You have to, one, you have to think about if you want to engage that patrol or not, and two, that's something that you have to use a lot of resources to overcome, even though it's not necessarily like a boss spawn or a wave of specials or any one of these other things that Darktide tries to rely on to try to get you out of your comfort zone. Right now it's boss spawns. Boss spawns are kind of what like stops a run. Everyone has to reorient and deal with it. Or these like over-the-top special waves. How do you feel about the new Dreg and Scab Vanguard enemies with shields? Consider both how much it adds to the game and how interesting it is to fight against. I freaking love Vanguards, dude. Vanguards are the best addition to the game. No, I'm just kidding. So, Vanguards need to be balanced in a way where they're kind of like the shield rats in Vermintide 2, where they're just a normal enemy, but with a shield, you know, slapped onto them. Either that or lower the number of Vanguards, but make them elite enemies so that we can get procs off of them. Whether that be like toughness recovery procs, or whether it be things such as, you know, freaking anything, man. Like any sort of proc, like damage procs, dot procs, etc., etc. Make them taggable. Like, either make them elites and lower the amount of them on the screen, or keep the same amount, but make them basically as tanky as what you would consider like any typical scab or dreg infantry unit, but with just a little piece of wood or a piece of metal in front of them. The shields need to be breakable with just like one heavy attack, honestly. They shouldn't be slowing down gameplay as much as they do. How would you rate the Ogryn Packmaster enemy? This is actually a 10. This is actually a really good boss fight. Whenever you don't really appreciate the Ogryn Packmaster unless you're fighting it by yourself, because the dogs add an excellent challenge, making you basically, it puts you on the back foot, man. It makes you have to use your spacing, use the environment, deal with ads like the disablers during the boss fight, and you really have to dodge the Packmaster's electric like mace or prod attacks. Otherwise, your stamina is toast, and that is a GG on that fight. It's actually really well designed. I think what they need to do is maybe nerf the health of the Ogryn Packmaster a little bit, and then also increase the Ogryn Packmaster's detection, because there are certain missions where a boss will spawn, the boss music will start playing, And I know it's an Ogre and Packmaster because there's no boss noise, because the Ogre and Packmaster doesn't have a dedicated noise attached to it. But the Ogre and Packmaster doesn't aggro or pull to the party because it's stuck in a wall somewhere, and it doesn't know where the party is. It's just stuck. There you go. So we just submitted our survey to Fat Shark. The survey is in the character selection screen whenever you open up Darktide. And everyone should do this so that Fat Shark knows what your priorities are and you can deliver your feedback directly to the team. There you go. There you go, guys. And that's also how you record a video live on stream. Done. Thank you, Jack. I'm actually glad that they had that. Anything that pulls us out of the day-to-day grind and gameplay mold of Darktide is is appreciative. It is appreciated. Joe, Vet is just support nowadays. You actually said the thing that Big Dom and I have been talking about for a while now. Vet has been creeping into the support role slowly but surely over time. But it's basically, with the release of the Skitarii and with Point Blank Barrage being buffed, Vet has become officially relegated to the support role in higher end content. I think Vet needs a little bit of a redesign. We could talk about this right now. We could talk about this right now, dude. You got me started. I love the Veteran. The Veteran is my favorite class. I am, you know, a Warhammer 40k fan first and foremost, and I play Darktide because I can live out this Imperial Guard fantasy. Not necessarily a power fantasy, because you shouldn't feel super powerful in the Imperial Guard, but I do like these awesome sci-fi weapons that we have access to. So I typically run 3 builds on my Veteran nowadays. One of them is Smoke Support, with basically unlimited ammo, recall, and last gun. Smoke to support the team. Grenade Tinker for longer duration smokes. And then our typical stat lineup. The one thing I do add to this build is Onslaught to make Crushers easier to kill in Havoc. But this is a phenomenal build, Field Improv, of course, because this entire build is here to feed ammo to the Ogryn or to the Skitarii. That's why this build exists. And you are able to push higher damage as a team when you're running this kind of setup. Or if you really wanted to, you could replace the recall last gun with anything else, like a plasma gun or something, and run like focus target down here. If you want to increase the damage of the team with redirect fire. But I just prefer to be able to snipe specials with unlimited ammo and shock troop using the recall last gun. But the entire point is smokes, field improv, survivalist, and voice of command. That's what you're bringing to the team. That's realistically what you're bringing to the team. I also have my kind of crack grenade, min-maxi plasma gun build. And this is a weapon specialist build, not necessarily because, and then we also do take fully loaded, but not necessarily because weapon specialist is like the better damage option than focus target. It really is for always prepared. It really is just for that smooth transition between meleeing and then pulling out your plasma gun, spamming it a little bit, and then doing some good cleave damage with the plasma. Not having to stop and reload the plasma, even though it only takes like 2 seconds with animation canceling or less. It just feels so fluid and smooth. It's really hard to put down. But we've got the Crack Grenade Breakpoint with Superiority Complex, Grenade Tinkerer, and Bring It Down. This allows us to one-shot Crushers in Havoc 40 with a Crack Grenade. Oh, Jesse, thank you so much for the jewels. I really appreciate it, man. Old Jesse boy. And then we got our Grenade Veteran Shredder Frag Grenade build. And you can see that each of these builds, we use the different blitzes. I really wish that there was more variety with our abilities, but because the Veteran just doesn't bring as much damage to the table as the Skitari or the Hive Scum or Point Blank Barrage Ogryn, I don't see a reason to run them. I just don't. I think these need fundamental redesigns. Executioner stance, a good quality of life change would be to make it so that you don't zoom in to your character when you switch to your melee weapon, because you shouldn't be zoomed in whenever you have your melee weapon out. It's so weird. It's weird that you need a mod to prevent that. And then for Infiltrate, this might be contentious, but if they're going to keep the ability the way that it is, the cooldown should be 30 seconds. Zealot's Shroud Field cooldown is 30 seconds. Infiltrate cooldown should be 30 seconds. Just make it 30 seconds. It's not going to break the game, I promise. Veterans are already speedrunning with Infiltrate. Just make it 30 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Blizzard. It's okay, Riot. And then this build uses the entire focus target suite because buffing damage of your shredders is really powerful. And then we use Dueling Sword, Bolt Pistol. So I've got a good variety of builds that I typically run. These are all Havoc 40, tried and true tested. It's typically what I bring. More and more nowadays, I've been bringing this smoke support Recall Last Gun build. And it works phenomenally. It works very, very well. But yes, the Veteran has kind of been delegated to the support role because we don't have the screen wiping capabilities that the Skitari has, because the Skitari is able to wipe the screen with like Voltaic Emitter Arc Rifle, and then just proceed to kill every special and gunner on the screen with their Service Skull, with New Spirit Command. And then, because they have so many damage increases, they're able to just turn and just delete a boss. Even if they don't use Claw. Even if they don't use Claw, they could do it. It's insane. Joe, I do Combat Blade for the speed. I don't even do it for the bleed. I do Combat Blade for the speed. I use Dueling Sword here because this is kind of your de facto single target and anti-crusher weapon. Over here, Onslaught with the Mark 12 Recall Last Gun is pretty much all you need for crushers. You just kite them around until they die. Or your team cleans them up because they have 40% brittleness. And then over here, dude, I just use Plasma Gun as much as I possibly can on as many things as I can. And then you have Crack Grenade for crushers. So I'm really just using the knife for the speed. Yeah, Zealot says, welcome to the club, Vet Support Squad, exactly. You've got like a handful of kind of easy to use meta Zealot builds that do dominate the charts, guys. Like Fat Mangus is crazy. Fat Mangus does damage. It's really good. But then we talk about like ease of use of the class. Dude, I honestly think Hive Scum is easier to play than Zealot. The dodge recovery speed that you have on Hive Scum, how fast you move, how much damage and cleave you have access to from your talent tree, it makes it seem like it's easier to play than Zealot. Whenever I do like 3-Veg solo, so whenever I'm off stream just kind of chilling and just putting myself into a 3-Veg and just trying to do solos, I do way better on my Hive Scum runs than I do on Zealot runs, unless I'm using Shroud Field and I can just ignore the game. But on the Hive Scum, dude, it's so easy to kite everything, and the Needle Pistol makes very short work of everything that's on the screen, especially because it all piles up together, right? It's much easier to use than the Flamer on the Zealot. Much easier. I don't even know why the Zealot Flamer has slow handling nowadays. The handling on the Flamer may as well be quick. It's not going to make too much of a difference. It's just going to make it funner to use. Yeah, Warm Gun, it's... Well, it's difficult in a sense that new players don't actually do that. New players don't actually dodge or block at all. When you watch them play, they left-click spam. And so, for them, the Arbitrator is the easiest class because it rewards you for left-click spamming. Even if you're not doing combos, the Arb is crazy good. But, yeah, so here are your damage dealers. You know, Point Blank Barrage Ogryn, Inferno Staff Psyker with Venting Shriek. Any Skitarii build. Any of them, basically. And then Hive Scum. Like any Hive Scum build, basically. But yeah, here are your support boys. And then Arbitrator's kind of... It's kind of interesting. Arbitrator's really good because they're really tanky kit. And they do good damage too. I've seen really good Arbitrators like put up crazy numbers and just not take like any freaking damage in like a Havoc 40. I don't know what could be done to nerf the Arbitrator. I don't think there needs to be any nerfs to the Arbitrator. I had this conversation with Big Dom. I don't know if balancing the game at the highest level to make sure that everyone is like content is like a priority for Fat Shark. And to be quite frank, I don't think it should be. I don't think it should be. I think it's okay. Just keep adding more Warhammer 40k fan servers to the game, and the game will be okay. That's my honest take. Keep adding cool shit. Don't stop. Phantom, I have played the new patch.
Hey guys, first regards.
I actually talked about it with First Door Guardsman. My experience with the new Chaos Boss. Gonna be pretty freaking interesting. Okay. Yeah, Jack, the survivalist aura should just be passive. It shouldn't be an aura. Maybe you can have like an aura for the vet where it has something to do with ammo or range damage or ammo efficiency or whatever. But the veteran themselves should just print ammo for themselves. The veteran should never, basically on any of their guns, run out of ammo. It shouldn't be a thing. It shouldn't be a thing. Because the Hive Scum has unlimited ammo with Desperado. And they have more survivability because they're faster. And they have more iframes. And they get their dodges back sooner. And their melee capabilities are better. So, why should the vet, which is just basically a support class, run out of ammo? Like what would be the harm in giving them more ammo? Jack, the only thing I can think of is they want people to buy the DLC classes. That would be the only thing. Which is fine, I guess. Make your money, Fat Shark. Add Gene Stealers to my game, please. So we're done with dark missions. We're finished. We did them. We now need Pox Gas and Vent Purge. I hope so, Nathan. We said the same thing when the RBDs launched and it sold really well. I hope that actually translates into more money going into the game. I really don't know, with Tencent being the majority shareholder of Fat Shark, but I hope so. No missions that I need for this. Of course, you have the power supply interruption. Oh, dang it. Okay, well, the other thing I need as well is, do I need more Maelstrom missions? I think I do. Oh, maybe I don't. I freaking need more Mortis Trials and Expeditions. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious, dude. Wait, was that 3-Vag? No, it's not. I'm going crazy over here.
The Mobians are gaining ground. We cannot permit this.
Warm Gun, I think it'll be a live service for sure. Wait, why is this build the way that it is? Why is this marked? Oh, because it's my support variant. That makes sense. Get rid of this. Get rid of capacitor reclamation loop. It's not really that great. Go for this. There you go. I would say this is a more competitive build than this. They're similar, they're comparable, but because this takes Medicaid Service Skull, this is the more competitive build than this. This is just 10% increased damage, so. In fact, let's go ahead and do this. So we're gonna do this, do this. This is the build that I was talking to you about last night, Warm Gun, where you use your plasma gun to get yourself stacks of damage. So like with calculated priority. And then when you have 20% increased damage with that, you swap over to something like Transonic Blades and you just game it out. And you do so much freaking damage. It feels really good to use. I like this build a lot. I like it a lot, dude. And then we take all the classic superior defense engrams for the survivability. Entropic Transfer with Electro Strike Conduit would probably be good too, because that would always just be on. Because you need the toughness recovery. Like, we have toughness damage resistance already. Like, it's already pretty decent. But you need the passive toughness recovery. But yeah, this is a good way to run a pseudo weapon swap playstyle and really make both of these weapons shine and excel. And then I don't take Uncapped Arrestor. I feel like you don't really need it with the Transonic Blades when you're taking Cleansing Protocols, because you already get a very decent attack speed bonus from this. I think you get like, what, like 12%? Because it's 8 stacks of Flensing at 1.5. Yeah, you get 12%. Not bad, not bad. We're spamming heavy attacks anyways, so. And then the last build I need to set up here is definitely the Claw. So let's pop this on, pop this on. Yeah, Jack, that's why I asked Victor Magnuson on my interview if they were thinking about changing the monetization of Darktide in any way. But Darktide does not need it. Darktide makes a lot of money. So, yeah, they're good. They're okay. We're gonna do red line. Do I want to build into more melee or range for this? I love me the phosphor. Let's get this, and then this will basically decide what I do. Okay, so if we go down, we are 3 points away from an aura. Over here, we're 2 points away from an aura. Shockline Breach Protocol. That'd be a tax node for this. We're not looking for a tax node. We have a good amount of toughness regen per second because of Surge Extension, and then also Data Sensor Protocol, and Voltaic Restoration, all of them. They're all fantastic. If I wanted to, I could do Power Overflow into System Shock and Resurgence, but we don't really have much electrocuting going on with this. But this this combination of talents here provides a lot of toughness replenishment to the team. I'm thinking that we do more of the ranged stuff, because when I use the Phosphor Blast Pistol, I use it all the time, dude. Especially with this combination of talents here. So Galvanic, because I know we're going to be getting elite kills. It's going to happen. And then, do we want the 20% toughness damage reduction over 5% toughness per second? Probably not. Probably not. Let me check. %, damage increase, 50% damage increase, 12.5 plus 25% increased strength, so 37.5% increased strength. So we're looking at a little around 80%-ish damage increase across the tree on Cord Claw Strike, plus 15% from New Spheric Command and Artificer Servo Skull. So we're scratching at around 100% increased damage. I don't think we need superior defense engrams. I think I'm going to go with the DR. 20%, 15%, that's 35%, plus 10% more, 45% DR. Plus 15% here, and this is always going to be up. Okay, I like that. I'm content with that. I'm content with that. What is our base crit? So we've got 21 plus 7.5, because that's our base. So 21 plus 7.5, 28.5, 28.5 plus 6, 34.5 base crit. That's not bad for applying burn. If I wanted this to be guaranteed, like if we want to sacrifice the cleave, which we can, because Phosphor Blast Pistol already has a pretty decent amount of cleave, we can go from Manstopper over to either Crucian Roulette, if I'm going to spam it, or Surgical. I'd rather spam, because I want to get out of the weapon as soon as possible, hit my shots, be encouraged to hit my shots faster, and then get back to meleeing things or using my claw. So I'd rather spam.
Splendid. Perform within parameters.
Okay. Did the missions change? Nope. That's fine. Matana, all my characters are named Jefficus.
Can't you see that I'm busy?
I like it because it's like I'm directly inserting myself into the game. It's really cool. It's like an immersion thing for me. Let's claw it up. Let's claw it up. Oh, we're just getting put into one. Okay.
There you are.
I wonder what my indulgence is going to be.
Stephanie lost track of you for a moment. Her mind is so large, and you are so small. Stephanie is now taking an active hand in your training. Do not disappoint. Fight without fear, without feeling, without any hope of survival.
It's kind of cool music. I like this. Oh, it's fresh. Okay.
Do not fear. Stephanie will aid you in the coming contest. No one else
Mmm.
need know.
Well, well, well. Well, well, well. We are going to shoot a lot.
Stephanie has prepared a lovely Mortis trial. She hopes you survive it.
It's times like this I really appreciate third person.
What shall Stephanie conjure for you to fight? Yes! I have the very thing.
We have so much crit. Oh, man. This is going to be hilarious, dude. Oh, man. Fox first over there. We got limp pistol. We got limp pistol. Limp pistol gone. Oh, we're already OP. We haven't even gotten to wave 3. Damn. We're ready for wave 12. Get us in there. Dude, if we get the indulgence where we can just spam Core Claw Strike, this game is over.
Got it, Vicky, something, hurry! Vicky, surprise! Oh, that sign's bad!
I feel like they need to up the enemy intensity in these earlier waves.
It is time to discuss your inheritance.
100% increase hitman.
No,
What?
spare
For
me that
crits?
guileless look.
Oh, and
You may
for
have your
all range
cousins
attacks.
fooled,
Oh boy.
not me. Those cousins who are still with us,
Superman
I might
stopper.
say. Though of course nothing has ever been proven.
Who are you? What do you do?
Voices.
What do you do?
Stephanie thinks you should
The
let
objective.
your servo skull handle this. She made it specially. Your servo skull is leaving. Very naughty.
Scan completed. Awaiting further.
Dirty laundry. More dirty laundry.
I think there is more data nearby. See? The servo skull is searching.
That's good, dude.
Sire decrees.
The servo skull is hunting for data.
The plant. How long do you guys think we would have to wait if I wasn't doing this? Like, do you think the team would actually like do the objective, or would they just freaking like no brain, just freaking turn it off and just wait for it to be completed, just keep killing? I think they would just no brain it. Maybe Mortis Trials requires too much thinking, dude.
Don't get distracted.
It's too hard.
Stephanie brings bullets, shells, power packs. Isn't Stephanie nice?
Okay, we can finally play the game. Whoa.
We must seek unity.
Stephanie would like to give you something.
No brain is the description of all stooped players in all modes. Welcome, Nicholas. And yes, I tend to agree.
Stephanie is interested to see what happens now.
No objective, only kill. Yep. And it's crazy because I'm pretty sure that, like, that's kind of the reason why Patchart doesn't have, like, damage meters in the game. Just because they don't want you focused on that. They want you focused on, like, winning. But it is what it is. It is what it is, fam. Logren. Where's the other Logren? Oh, they're both right there. Gotcha. That's silly. Ugh. Kind of interesting, similar to Destiny hand cannons. This gun blocks like half the screen when you're ADSing. You're in the Shambler. Too much dot damage. There you go.
My cousins, Mama? I don't understand. No games, please. Not now. This is a time for truth. As to your inheritance, you're aboard it already. The Morning Star is yours. No. Wait, this is what you wanted, isn't it?
Yeah, Frozen, you need like a... You need like Poxbreaker or something. Or like Havoc Forge or True Survivor. Otherwise people don't, they don't want to group with you. It's really, really annoying. They want you to already have proven that you've played the game for 1,000,000 years. Ah, we got an objective. Heading over, heading over. Hello, Governor.
It's gone! Traitor's dead!
The Ranger is best.
Go get it.
There we go. Give me unlimited servo claw thing, cord claw. Is there supposed to be a DAW4 announcement today? Creep, there's a new Adeptus Mechanicus versus Necron battle report that reveals the playstyles of the two factions. It's actually a really good watch. Really, really good. Get freaking wrecked. Yeah, just show them your resume. Exactly, Rich.
This is for you. Just for you.
Just Fire and Blood. Ideally, this triggers on Cord Claw as well. Ideally.
Ammo crate!
Wow, ammo.
You look pleased with yourselves. We can't have that, can we?
Next headshot! My turn next.
All melee attacks? Oh yeah, we can literally just left click spam like this, and everything just dies. Cute, sniper wave.
You could learn from our aptitude. Spoiling for life. Sonic charge. You take
Poison and everything! Gotcha! Make my stamina!
Nice. Actually hitting shots from this far away. Oh yeah, President, what region are you in? Aren't you, are you US East or are you Europe? Like, what region are you even playing in? Wait, where? I was about to say, where are the enemies? Three out of 4. Oh, so you're in a party, at least. That's good.
We have killed the flavor.
Show off!
Sonic active. Your destruction protocols are highly effective, Alpha Primus. Mutate.
Copy!
Mutate. Transonic strike. Mutate destroyed. Your attention of honor. Your kill tally pleases the office, sire, Alpha Primus.
I love such hot! Stop it! Reloading! Shot gunner!
Destroyed.
Time for a surprise! Got this 60! What's it dead?
Easy, dude. I hope these guys are actually playing the game. Oh, they are. They're doing good damage too. Okay, good.
Do you really think your desires are of any account? The Morning Star is the heart of House Brahms.
I want to pet the
It
dog.
is your duty to
Let me pet the dog
safeguard
in
it
game.
and all it contains. Unless, of course, you would prefer to renounce your family.
You would disown me, Mama?
Of course
Stop
not,
moving.
my dear.
Nope.
You would disown yourself.
Wow. Now we're gonna do shit.
Somebody has a service spell for you. That was a hint, a very subtle one. Don't let your servo spell stray too far.
Abomination. We are content. Solitary
Oh my gosh, scanning, dude. That's so annoying.
Smell another day.
Wait, you play on US West, but you're from EU? Dude, US West is dead. Play on, if you're gonna do US, do like US East. Where is this? Oh shit. Well, yep.
Electrifying. Battle is here. Do not shy from it.
Let's see what OP builds these guys have. Doesn't look too promising right now.
Complete your objective.
Dude, be scenario.
Pay
Can you
the
please spit me
enemies
out?
no mind.
Can you please spit me out?
Where are you? Yours should be the same.
The barrel.
Has been reduced to unfunction. The abomination approaches unfunction. Your function
You cannot kill everyone. Not today. Complete your objective.
We have limp pistol, I repeat, limp pistol. Oh. Where is this? Is it this thing? No.
destroyed.
This cancerous growth. Go. Okay, these freaking beasts of Nurgle.
Arrow about to detonate. Solo skull running.
Ammunition. Partake of it. Spend it right.
Dread died? Oh, probably because the freaking beast of Nurgle. Oh no. Yeah, that looks pretty dangerous, man. Really dangerous. What am I stuck on? Well,
Destruction is imminent. Completion is required. Abomination slain. We are content.
yeah, Skaven Den, I'm used to it.
For you.
I'm used to having to just do everything. I'll just kill shot? What weak spot damage? I have to mute myself real quick, guys.
Yes, master. Stephanie will push them harder.
be good. I have someone inspecting the house right now.
Gonna need ammo.
I might have to mute again in a second. We'll see. We'll see. Dude, we ate the Karnak twins. We ate their lunch, dude. Straight up. Yeah, they are, Skaven Den. They're trying to find the grimoires in my room. May as well just run out. This is wave 11? Really? What was special about it? Just gunners? I don't think so, Richard. I don't think so. Which are we all more excited for, Dawn of War 4 or Total War 40k? Ooh, that's a tough one, Dirty Cat, because I like both franchises. Dawn of War 4, I'm very excited for, because we haven't had a Dawn of War game since Dawn of War 2. That's kind of freaking nuts. So, super happy that it looks like they're getting it right. And then Total Warhammer 40k, they've done a great job with Total Warhammer 3, so they've got the track record to make a great Total War game. And so I'm just excited for them to finally be doing Total War 40k more than anything. I don't know how the actual gameplay is going to pan out because it's coming to consoles. So how deep can the mechanics get when you are making the game balanced around like controller, like trying to be as controller friendly as you possibly can. So we'll see what they do there. Need to do a little bit of kiting. Kiting and parrying. No, dude. Oh. Dread is right here. I wonder why the Chaos one is not doing its melee thing. There it is. Okay. The run is saves. Oh, this build is so fun. We're gonna let this auto reload, get out of the way of the trapper. Go ahead and res Rickety here. Go ahead and free him if we can. Holy moly, dude. What is going on? Okay.
You have earned it.
Prestus, I think you mean Dow 3 doesn't count. And no, it doesn't. Yeah, Warm Gun, exactly. I'm excited to have an APM focused RTS where it's all about, you know, being a tryhard and doing as much as you can do on the screen at any given time. But then I'm also excited for Total Warhammer 40k and being able to conquer a section of the galaxy, right? I'm really freaking excited.
Listen to me, Amora. I don't care about
And plus, the amount of like factions and legendary lords and stuff that they're gonna add to Total Warhammer 40k is gonna be nuts, dude. It's gonna be so good.
all that comes with it. Thank you. There. Hold on to that anger. It's strength. You will need it.
They need to trim this out of Mortis Trials. It takes too long.
You survived. The waking world awaits.
Your attention.
Takes too long. Ooh, I wonder if Rickety got the cord claw. I think he got the cord claw thing, where he was just going around cord claw striking everything. Look at our boss damage, guys. Oh boy, almost 1 million. Oh, it's so silly. We were just putting it up. Guys, my body is also ready for Dawn of War 4. The freaking battle report that came out today with the AdMech versus Necrons was phenomenal. It was phenomenal, dude. I can't wait. The Necron player, he's not the best player. Like, the guy who's played both the Xenos factions so far, the Orcs and the Necrons, he's not the best player, but that's okay. They're able to showcase the mechanics just fine. I wonder, because Dow 4 is going to be such an intense APM kind of game. APM is actions per minute, guys. I hope we're able to bind our own keys. That would be really nice. That'd be good quality of life. Yeah, the AdMech, absolutely. Lore accurate, good enough? Oh my goodness. The Necrons just keep farming L's, dude. Just keep farming L's. We got some Vent Purge missions, so let's hop in. Let's hop in. Keep farming this penance up. What? I need to do Refraction Emitter on the Skitarii for this. But I'll just do this whenever they do the Refraction Emitter rework. I don't really care to go out of my way to get it. We'll just wait. Yeah, Warm Gun. I feel like it's a required feature. No, Red, it isn't just you. AdMech is 100% getting a lot of attention. 100%, dude. It's all part of the plan. All part of the plan. To get you to go buy AdMech minis. Probably be one of the first codexes for 11th edition too. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, bye Bartleby.
You're inbound to Metal Fab 36 to liberate a supply train. Another team will deal with the extraction. You're the advanced team securing the consumption.
The flesh is weak, plastic crack is forever. Exactly, dude.
Help me turn that around.
I'll keep that in mind, Mr. Awesome Dairy. I might just do that. I would just need my team to, like, not do anything, or I could just do a private game and get it in a private game, dude. I'll probably do that. Go, 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 go. Wait, is this consignment yard? Oh, wow, yeah. I was like, we just did this, like, an hour ago. But now it's consignment yard, but foggy. Ooh! Whoa! Give me your face. Let's over here. Let's get this Diamantine for the new players. You guys ever watch? You guys ever watch the YouTube video series? It's like the pitch meetings or whatever. It's like actually getting the refraction of Interpenance is going to be easy, barely an inconvenience. That's kind of what it reminds me of. Whoa, dude, we got some gamers over there. Oh my goodness. I didn't dodge. Oh, yeah, Mr. Awesome Dude, that's a good point. Park and barrel, dude. Park and barrel. It's freaking Vanguard. Hilarious. Took him for a kill. Off of this. Ooh, some Reapers. Hello. Eat their breakfast, eat their lunch. There you go. Let's go explore the room for this level 1530 Ogre who definitely needs this Diamantine. You know? Oh, see, the vet's going for the Diamantine. He probably needs it. Whoa, Lazy Lash. Whoa, where did anybody write that? Dalfor is not releasing today. This is just the waiting room for Dalfor. They released some pretty fucking sick gameplay of Admech versus Necrons. A full game, full match. Very, very cool stuff. We are all very hyped here. We now have a very good idea of how each of these factions plays, which is nice. Very, very nice. Quickies. Oh yeah, he's knifing his way through, dude. I love it. Let's pump a little bit. There we go. Laquavius is like, dude, I actually just want to play the game. I don't want you taking all the kills. Understandable. Have you met Cord Claw? Where? Oh! Wait, what? The net was in front of me, but I got pulled backwards towards the stairs. That was like the demonic net of Nurgle or something. Jeez. Let's go ahead and throw out the thanks. Big TY. If I go on this, nothing will be able to touch me, and we're good. AFK now. Don't worry, Lazy Lush. I'm also waiting in anticipation for Dawn of War 4. I tried to do the Space Marine 2 thing where you could zoom in after you ADS. Boy, did I troll myself, dude. Did I freaking troll myself. I think spawns are bugged. Spawns are bugged. Enjoy my Skitarii. Enjoy him. Oh, Laquavius is attacking them all as they run out the door. Okay, okay. Alright. Maybe the enemies will realize that there are other doors. Maybe. Tyra's got it.
We are alone.
No. Oh! People! I don't know if I'll stream the PTS for Space Marine 2. Because I've already tried the PTS, you know? And boy, let me tell you, they need to buff some heroic weapons, man. They need to buff them ASAP. Because they are underperforming. They are super ultra performing.
Why are we alone?
Parameters almost met.
Oh yeah, Red. The Rogue Trader has always been in like the top 3 of most played Warhammer games. It's usually Space Marine 2, Dark Tide, and then Rogue Trader. Usually. Once Total Warhammer 40k releases, that's probably going to be the top game for all of Warhammer. And then Dawn of War 4 is going to be like... Oh, we got more spawns. Dawn of War 4 is going to depend on the quality of Dawn of War 4. That's the wild card, right? Is how many people are actually going to play the game, if it's a good game. If it's a good game, like how many people here are going to play. I know I am. Dude, I'm really looking forward to it. I can't wait. Last Stand mode, get me in. Crusade mode or whatever, get me in, dude. Get me in. I'm excited. All these guys waited for me. Oh, is that Diamantine? I gotta get this for our veteran. For the vet. Oh, look at all that, dude. Look at all that treasure. Art. It's really important that I did that. For the run. Okay, we're gonna try to get behind him. We did it. Easter Command, hello?
identified. Unstable barrel.
Dude, Cairo is going to be so rich after this. Look at us go, dude. Look at us be a team player and loot all the diamantine on the map for him.
Shame we're doing it this way.
Oh, these last RTS I played was Age of Empire 2. My last RTS was Total Warhammer 3. And before that, I played a lot of Warcraft 3. And I see a lot of, like, guys, Dawn of War 4 looks a lot like a combination of Warcraft 3 and the original Dawn of War. In that it's high APM, a lot of units being fielded at the same time, but then you've got a lot of importance on your Lord character, like your commander, and then really leading into your faction's playstyle. Like, it really looks like that. And then you've got, like, really unique faction playstyles. Dude, it makes me very excited for, like, Chaos. Because Chaos, if you guys don't know, on the tabletop, is all about supporting your characters more than supporting, like, your actual units that your characters are attached to, like your leaders. And then... And so, like, how's that going to translate to gameplay? Like, it's really exciting. Like, are you going to be able to field a Chaos Lord or a Sorcerer or something? And then, like, your units, like, are going to sacrifice enemies and stuff like that to, like, make them more powerful? That'd be so freaking cool. Yeah, Skojo, there are commander units in Dawn of War 4. If you haven't seen them in the gameplay videos, you're missing them. The Skitarii Marshal was fielded in the most recent battle report, and then in the Space Marine versus Orcs game, the Orcs fielded a war boss on a squig, like mounted on a squig commander, and the Space Marines fielded the chaplain as their commander. And then the Necron player didn't field a commander at all, because I don't know what the heck he was thinking. That's why. That's a good reason, right?
Extermination is too kind of fate.
Even if it's just a showcase, dude, and it's kind of like rehearsed, I don't know why you wouldn't want to show off the Necron Lord. That seems so weird. Hey, Fan, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're doing a lot of work right now.
We must secure it.
He's down. Dude, oh, the cast spawn is over there. What's going on? It didn't spawn in the normal spot. Oh? Man, I wanted to blow the barrel up on the boss. Yeah, I could do that, young daddy. I could show you my build, young daddy. In StarCraft 2 co-op, you have a commander called Alarak, who sacrifices cheap weenies to unleash powerful abilities. Ooh, Chaos could work like that. Chaos could work like that. Streamathon until Dawn of War 4 release. Oh my gosh, Nocto. I mean, if it were financially viable, but it's not. That's not a financially viable thing. Not for me, anyways. I'm more of a casual streamer while focusing on videos kind of person. Okay. So this is the build. We use Combat Blade with Flesh Tear Riposte. You don't really need Uncanny Strike for any Skitarii build. You just don't. And then Phosphor Blast Pistol with Infernus, Crucian Roulette. You can run whatever you want for this blessing. It does not matter. It could be a Wet Sock. Infernus carries the weapon because it's got such a high crit bonus already. 1 Stamina, 2 Toughness Curios. Don't really need the Stamina Curio if you're running Medicae Servo Skull. You can run extra Toughness if you want to. And then this is the setup. For all my builds, I run very heavy in the right side of the range tree because I've tested all of them in Havoc 40 and you never have any ammo issues. So why not take advantage of Galvanic Marking Array and Superior Defense Engrams? It's free damage and free toughness. Or free toughness DR. You know? Yeah, here you go. Does ability regen affect capacitance? Yeah, it does, Jaco. Very important distinction though, guys. So redline capacitors. So it's really weird how ability regen affects capacitance. Capacitance is like a stack of, like, let's say 100, right? The number is 100. 100 is 1 charge of your ability. But when you're using 12% ability cooldown, 4% combat ability regen per curio, that becomes 88 per capacitance charge. And so you lower the maximum amount of capacitance that you need to get there. The Skitarii regenerates a passive, like, I think it's 2% capacitance per second or something. Something like redline capacitors, this capacitance generation that stacks 4 times here, this 20% and then 25% with resource optimization canticles, it only affects that passive capacitance regeneration. It does not affect the regeneration of flux conduit buildup, of reactor coil recharge, of augmented power cycle, or of capacitor reclamation loop. So technically, if you were a super highly optimized Skitarii best player in the world, hit every single one of your headshots, never miss a single claw ever kind of player, you would want to build into flensing protocols for higher purpose to be able to get the capacitance recovery from this. But usually that's not how Darktide works. I think 99% of us are not that guy, and so the passive recovery from redline capacitors, adding the 25% capacitance restoration to your passive capacitance recovery is going to be better than redline capacitors. Hopefully that makes sense. Here's the arc rifle setup. This is what I run in Havoc 40. Dum-Dum enhanced voltaic arcs, because all your damage is from the arcs on the arc rifle. It's not from the actual arc rifle itself. Here's the build. Have fun wiping screens. I personally hope Dalfor gets a roguelike / light mode at some point. Rogue Commanders show me that I love RTS with great single player content. Well, the single player content that Dalfor is going to kind of bring to the table is going to be its Crusade mode. If I'm saying that correctly, or citing that correctly. Let me make sure. Dow for Crusade mode. Yes. So this right here, right? So you've got like your planet, you've got Cronus, and you've got your different provinces, and each province has like different bonuses whenever you take them. You have requisition in the upper left there, like per turn. So basically this is their attempt at single player replayability, where you are basically playing Total War. So this will fit that niche a bit. It's not going to lean super hard into being like a roguelite or roguelike, but you will have good single player RTS variety here. Especially because they are going to be adding characters to this. You are getting characters added to this. So every time they have a release, a launch, then it's going to expand. Oh, this is cool. The whole planet. Man, Cronus is so fucking awesome. Oh, look at the, guys, look in the upper left. You see the Cicatrix Maledictum. That's crazy. I love that.
Right you are, sir. Let me talk to Explicator Solar first.
I haven't read through this. Let me get some coffee and read through this. Whoa, hold on. For the unfamiliar, you can think of Crusade mode as Dawn of War 4's endless mode. Whoa. Okay, I want to read this. I really want to read this. Hold on. I'm excited now. That sold me. Let me, do they have one on Last Stand, too? Yeah, Lazy Lash, for sure. Do they have one for Last Stand? Oh, there was a skirmish and Last Stand test on the 12th to the 15th? But it's alpha. I wish I could have gotten in. That would have been so cool. I don't see an article on it, unfortunately. Yeah, Conquistador, you can. You can play as Necron or Admech in these. I don't know if you see them, but their characters are actually in the upper right-hand corner of this image. I don't know if I could expand this. Yeah, you can. So you see the Chronomancer, that's one of the Necron's lords. And then on the northern side here, you actually see one of the Tech Priests. And then I think the character over here on the right is either... I think that's Cyrus. Yeah, so that's the commander for the Space Marines. I'm pretty sure the Space Marine commanders are Captain and Chaplain. Cyrus being the captain for the Blood Ravens. But yeah, you see the Tech Priest commander over here for Adeptus Mechanicus. You see the Necron commander over here. And then you see the Orc commander over here. And it looks like there are 4... Oh, you see in the bottom left, yeah. So you've got the Necron commander, the Admech commander, Orc commander, and then the Space Marine commander. Yeah. I see Clanker! Yep, exactly. Ooh, did I accept this? Whoa, hold on, you can't see that. You can't see that. There you go. I'm sorry, guys. I was explaining all this and just staring at Darktide. Yeah, you see the Admech guy over here up top. You see the Necron guy over here. You see Cyrus over here. You see the Orc guy over here. And then in the bottom left corner of the screen, you see all the commanders and kind of like the turn order of like when they're going to go. Yeah. Yeah, we're waiting till September, guys. That's when this releases. But I want to read through this article that they put out. What else? What else do we got here? Are there any more like nuggets of information? So we got our battle reports. That's awesome. This is pretty cringe, these U2s. Tacticus. We love Tacticus. Tacticus, please sponsor me. Okay, so we got the Crusade mode article right here. Yep, we'll read through that. Open a new tab. Oh, here you go, here you go. The release date, pre-order, plans, etc., etc. Action figures, cringe. All right. Cringe. Those are really the biggest reads, I think. The biggest pieces of important information. So let's go ahead and move this over here. We're gonna go through this, guys. Let me make some coffee real quick, and we'll go through them. Or I'll let you stare at this talent tree while I'm gone. Have fun. Be right back. Be right back. Yeah, there is enough time for one more test, Kimber. Why didn't you get me in? Jeez. Okay, we're back. I was never really discouraged, Kimber, by being rejected for the tests. I assume that King Art Games is just a smaller developer team, so I never really cared. It's okay. All right, guys. So we want to look at this right here. Let's play some fitting music here. Perfection. And then let me go ahead and mute this. There we go. Okay. So I think the first thing that we should go over, because a lot of people don't know this about Dawn of War 4, it's releasing September 17th. So there's your release date right there. And it's going to come with a couple of different editions. So pre-ordering the Commander Edition is going to give you 3-day early access. So they are selling early access for the game. You're going to get the Bloodraven story prologue and the new faction and campaign expansion, which is right here. So this is what the Commander Edition includes. The campaign expansion is called Aftermath, which, you know, looking at the color of this looks very chaos oriented, right? Here's the year 1 expansion. And so this is the post-launch support content that they currently have planned. This is their roadmap. So Crusade Mode and Map Pack 1 are going to be coming out shortly after release. And then you're going to have Lord Amnok coming out for both Last Stand and Crusade. So perhaps the Necrons only have one character. Perhaps they don't have a Necron Lord yet, and they just have the Chronomancer. That's very possible. Then after... So before 2027, so before the end of the year, we're going to get the Bloodraven story prologue. And yeah, Kimber, I think everything on top... Yep, so free updates, right? Everything on top is free. So Lord Amnok is free. Guzkutta being added to Last Stand and Crusade is free. And we're going to get more map packs. And we're going to get the mission editor. The mission editor has a lot of promise, guys, because there hasn't really been another game out there that has kind of mimicked like Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2, or the original StarCraft's mission editor system. Maybe Halo with the Forge mode, where you can kind of create your own games, your own custom games, right? Like this is something that's really cool because the developers have all these assets. Like, you may as well just give them to the player base to let them do whatever they want with them, because you can get some pretty creative stuff here. Plus, this is basically how you build. This is how you build mods into your game, modded gameplay. Like, if I want to create a faction of Grey Knights, then as long as I have the freedom and the tools to do it, I should be able to do it with a mission editor. Pretty cool stuff. And then your paid stuff is on the bottom here. So this is the campaign expansion. The Aftermath expansion is coming in the spring of next year. And the Bloodraven story prologue, which I'm very excited for personally, is coming out in the winter of this year, before 2027. So free DLC beginning fall of 2026 through spring of 2027. We'll be launching Crusade mode, new map packs, a mission editor, and new commander scenarios. Commander scenarios? What do they mean by this? Commander scenarios for Last Stand and Crusade, completely free of charge. Because not just new commanders, but commander scenarios. Aftermath is the expansion to the game, the first expansion, Skojo. That's how they're choosing to monetize Dawn of War 4. and it's going to include a new faction and a continuation of the campaign, which I assume is going to be Chaos related. I assume that because of the color of Aftermath there being black and gold, and then also, if we look at the Dawn of War 4 wallpaper for Crusade, you see the Cicatrix Maledictum in the upper left corner just kind of eerily hanging out there. Foreshadowing, foreshadowing. As for our premium DLC plans, we're preparing a pair of meaty content drops that will flesh out the world of Dawn of War 4 even further. So you're gonna get another expansion after Aftermath. At least one other expansion. I hope they add Eldar and Tyranids, Ancestors of Battle, and Drukhari, and Votann, and Imperial Agents, and Astra Militarum. But, so... and Tal. We got them talking about the Bloodraven Store prologue. Oh, this is going to be a prelude to Dawn of War 4's story. So we're going to go over what happened in between Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 4. They may even talk about the Forbidden Game. We'll see. Oh, as that story begins, our bruised and battered Bloodravens are limping to Cronus in the hopes of bolstering their ranks from their old recruiting world. Dude, is Gabriel Angelos dead? Is Gabriel Angelos dead? Did the Bloodravens get fucked up? Meanwhile, as told in the story prologue DLC, a new strike force of Bloodravens are on their way to Aurelia with their own plans for rebuilding their bloody chapter. Dude, these are the most iconic worlds for the Bloodravens, Cronus and Aurelia. Oh shit, dude. It's gonna be juicy. It's gonna be juicy. How are they gonna rebuild on Aurelia? I feel like, well, it's been a couple hundred years since, like, Dawn of War 2 and Dawn of War 4. Or Dawn of War 3, rather, Jesus. And then Aftermath. So later, our Aftermath DLC sets deepen the campaign even further and introduce an entirely new faction to Dawn of War 4 2. The Dawn of War series has a long history of delivering new factions after launch, but we think it's right to keep this particular surprise up our sleeves for now. Yeah, because it's chaos. Let's just say that by the time you finish with the game's blockbuster campaign, there will be plenty of scope for speculation on who might benefit the most from Cronus's new world order. Where's that coming from? I mean, I feel like the Astartes are going to win because they're getting the fucking Dark Angels, dude. The Lion himself is joining the fight. Who benefits? Who gains from the Lion joining the fight? Both of these premium DLCs will be available to purchase separately. But don't forget that owners of the Commander Edition. Oh, the pair of DLCs are these right here. Owners of the Commander Edition will receive both the free and paid DLCs as part of their purchase. Awesome. They should just pretend 3 doesn't exist, Skoja. That'd be freaking hilarious, dude. I'm guessing, guys, Black Legion or Iron Warriors because of these yellow streaks, or both Black Legion and Iron Warriors. that would be pretty freaking cool. Hey, Physics. Welcome to the Dawn of War 4 stream waiting room. We're going to be waiting for 2 months, or a month and a half. Yeah, 2 months actually. Okay, so Crusade returning to Dawn of War 4. So, fan favorite mode had its origins in the first game's Dark Crusade mode. Yep, expansion. Dark Crusade expansion nearly 20 years ago. We couldn't pass up the opportunity to include it in our own game. Good job, guys. For the unfamiliar, you can think of Crusade mode as the Dawn of War 4's Endless mode. You'll be able to play these extended campaigns again and again, and they'll always play out differently each time you jump in. They add a huge amount of extra gameplay variety to the base game and make use of a tactical twist to the classic Dawn of War experience that we think veterans and newcomers alike are going to love. That twist takes the form of a turn-based world map featuring numerous territories spread all across Cronus. On each of your turns, you'll be able to spend a limited number of action points to maneuver your strike force of combat units into neutral and enemy territories, and to fight mercilessly in pursuit of your overall Crusade objective. Can we tell what the objective for the Space Marines is here just by looking at this? I don't think we could tell. I feel like it's just world domination. Maybe it's maybe it's to fill out this bar on the bottom, this progress bar. What do these numbers mean? What does 65 mean? Victory points requisition. The key to success during this strategic phase is to optimize your turn as best you can. Yeah, of course. It's crucial that you plan ahead and think about how you can wring every last drop of value from your limited moves before the enemy can respond with their own. Each territory comes with its own set of rewards and challenges too, with plenty of high-risk, high-reward decisions to make as you plan out your conquest. It's probably going to be like Total Warhammer, where the early game of Total Warhammer will kick your ass, but as you get stronger and stronger, it gets easier and easier. Yeah, so here's a very simple example. Attacking a territory costs 2 action points, but one particular target might reward you with a pair of action points if you can overcome the challenge at hand. That is, if you're confident you can win the fight, doing so will not only extend your strategic reach on the world map, but also stretch out the potential of your current turn. That makes sense. That makes sense. Sometimes the outcome of these assaults are determined automatically, but oftentimes you'll be required to fight the traditional way. Behind the scenes, Dawn of War 4 tracks the relative strengths and weaknesses of both your strike forces and their targets to determine the difficulty of the encounter. So yeah, it's like Total Warhammer. If you're so powerful, relatively speaking, that a slam dunk looks all but assured, the encounter will play out automatically. This stops the game from slowing down too much and allows you to focus your skills on the really meaty encounters. Oh, so it's like they have like auto-resolve built in? But then you can't auto-resolve the more difficult battles. You have to fight them. Those tougher encounters play out just like traditional Dawn of War skirmishes, but in Crusades, the status of your units persists between rounds of combat, of course. They'll continue earning XP and leveling up as they take part in battles, and they retain all the skills and war gear they've accrued for the duration of the Crusade, of course. On top of this meta progression, the rewards you receive from combat are adapted based on your performance. Perhaps the enemy was favored, but you dominated regardless, in which case you'll be suitably rewarded. We want to motivate you to overcome significant challenges and push as hard as you can for total strategic dominance in every fight. I feel like the way that this is going to play out is the early game of a skirmish in Crusade is going to be really intense because it's going to be your units that you have with your commander fighting against the enemy commander and all their units, all right at the start, because they're all going to be available right off the get-go. So it's almost always going to be a map rush. As you successfully conquer regions of the world map, you'll also earn a resource known as Requisition. This resource is essential for improving the defenses and economies of the territories you've captured, which makes them harder for your opponent to seize. Requisition also plays a key role in healing and improving your increasingly powerful strike forces between battles. They say strike forces, so I wonder if you could have more than one army fielded at a time. Just like Total Warhammer. 5 of our commanders, okay, will have their own dedicated crusade. So 5. We see 4 here. Oh, I bet you the 5th is going to be the Dark Angels. I bet you the 5th is going to be the Dark Angels. I guarantee it, dude. And we'll be releasing additional crusades free of charge after launch 2. Each commander will have their own goals and starting conditions, as well as host a host of combat advantages and disadvantages to keep things fresh. Rather than just playing skirmish missions alone, we hope Crusades will provide the extra context and motivation that keeps you coming back for more. We want you to feel like coming home and booting up the game right away just because you have that one continent you really want to conquer. It's a more open-ended kind of gameplay that provides the perfect companion to our epic story-based campaign. I like that. With a typical crusade taking around 8 to 10 hours to complete, we think you're going to love sinking your teeth into this side of the game. Whew. Oh man. I think they've said that they have a 50-hour campaign for Dawn of War 4. And then on launch, you're going to have at least 50 hours of Crusade. And then you're going to have multiplayer, and you're going to have Last Stand. Like, dude, the box price is going to... It's going to pay for itself. The game's going to pay for itself. You're going to get your value out of this game. You're going to get your value out of this game. Even if you're not, like, a super hardcore RTS player, I think you're going to have a good time with this. This is going to be really fun. Man, I can't wait. I can't freaking wait, dude. I'm so freaking hyped. I'm so freaking hyped. Yeah, this is a different company than the ones that made Dawn of War 3. It's not Relic, it's King Art Games. Dude, I don't know what Relic's been doing. I don't know if they've even been making any games, or any good games for that matter. Jeff, playing Havoc on EU servers is a mental drain pipeline. I'm so sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. Oh, gosh. But, guys, I think I'm going to call it for now. I need to go do some errands, or run some errands, and then I need to make this video and get it out today. Keep my pace up here. It's a collaboration between myself and Joe Plays Games, so I think you guys are really gonna enjoy it. I think you're gonna like it. We talk about some pretty neat stuff. So I will catch you guys later. Is there anybody in the Darktide category that is streaming right now that we can raid? Let's see. Darktide. Yes, we got a few plays. Let's go and raid him. Alright guys, you have a great day, okay? The Emperor protects, as always.